Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen. I'm going to make some apple butter muffins today. I had a couple of jars of apple butter in the pantry that I canned in, look at that, 2024. Yep, 2024. Okay, so I'm going to make some apple butter bread. Now, I asked Gemini Google to give me a recipe, and it certainly did. So I'm going to share that recipe with you, and we're going to make some apple butter muffins. Okay, the recipe is spiced apple butter oat muffins, and the source is Andrea's recipes. I will put the recipe as a pinned comment and also in the description box or show notes, and that way you will have access to it as well. And I don't know who Andrea is, but thank you so much for this recipe. It looks delicious, and I hope that it will be. Okay, the recipe tells me that I need to add 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and I am working with the dry ingredients first. I've never made this before, so I'm following the instructions. So, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of old-fashioned or quick oats, 1/2 cup of packed light brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Now the instructions tell me that I'm supposed to whisk all of the dry ingredients together. And it asks us to do the wet ingredients separately. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, that looks pretty good to me. Now on to the wet ingredients. Okay, the wet ingredients calls for, 1 cup of apple butter. And this is a 1/2 pint. So it is exactly 1 cup. To the apple butter, we just add 1 large egg. The next ingredient we need to add is the yogurt. So I'm mixing up the yogurt. Going to add that to it. The recipe, the liquid ingredients calls for butter, melted butter, but I'm adding the egg and the yogurt first before I add the butter so it doesn't start cooking or coagulate the egg. The next thing that I'm going to add is 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and that was 1/2 cup of yogurt, by the way, and I'm replacing the milk that the recipe calls for with the yogurt. Now we have to mix up all of our wet oh, wait, we forgot the butter. We got to add that in too. I failed to mention I put 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I've added the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, and I'm going to mix it up well. However, we don't want to overmix muffins because otherwise they can get tough. Okay, there it is. Now I'm going to let this set a minute. My oven is preheating, and I'm going to get my muffin tins ready, and then we will proceed from there. All right, let's move the bowl. Bring in the muffin tin or the cupcake tin, whichever you prefer. And I've got my handy dandy ice cream scoop here. It's an oldie but a goodie, but that's what I'm going to use to fill the muffin liners. Really easy to do. That's quite a lot of batter, but you know what? I like mine to be rather large. And I'm going to continue on, and that's all I'm going to do until they're finished. Now, Andrea's recipe recommends or suggests sprinkling on some just plain oats on the top. But whenever I make muffins, I like to do the same thing with brown sugar. I like to take some brown sugar and sprinkle it over the top of the muffins. It gives it a very lovely, crunchy, sugary bite when you bite into it. And it's really, really delicious. I like to be generous. We should be generous, shouldn't we? We should be. There! Now these are going to go in the oven for 18 to 20 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. So my oven is ready to go. Supposed to let them cool in the pan for 5 minutes and then transfer to a wire rack, and that's what I will do. And just so you know, the recipe said it would yield 12 muffins, and it certainly did. Isn't that awesome? All right, we'll be back when they're done. Okie dokie, the muffins are done. They were in the oven for 19 minutes, and I tested them with a toothpick, and they are perfectly done. They are really beautiful, and they smell so good. So, according to the directions, I need to let them rest for 5 minutes before I remove them from the pan, and then set them individually on a wire rack, and that's what I'm going to do. So, we'll be back in 5 minutes, or maybe sooner for you. Okie doke, there they are, 1 dozen apple butter muffins. Andrea's apple butter muffins. I'm going to let these cool for a bit before I taste them, but I can't imagine that they would not be extremely good. So we'll be back in, about 20 minutes after they've cooled down. All right, the muffins have been cooling for about 15 minutes, so I'm going to give this a try. Let's take the paper off. Oh, look, that's peeling nice. Now, you know what? Excuse me. If you have nuts or raisins or other dried fruit and you want to put them in here, I don't see why you couldn't. Wow. I'm impressed. I am impressed with this recipe. Let's cut it open and see what the crumb looks like. That looks really nice. Beautiful. I think I'll have a bite. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's very good. It's a very nice recipe. It's not dry. Really, really delicious. You know what? This would be great with a little butter or, oh, I don't know, how about some apple butter on it? Silly Granny. Okay. It's really good. The brown sugar on the top is a very nice touch. If you've never tried it, try it. Okay? All right. That's it for me today. I love you guys. You know I do. As always, you know that little is much when God is in it. Give this recipe a try and let me know what you think. And I will meet you in the comments. Okay? All right. I love you. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.